sure I get this mic together. Hey, my true seekers, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. How are you guys doing? I see. Look like Sparkles, Lady Sparkles. Yes, is in the house. Let me go ahead and let her up.
Hi,
How,
baby.
how are you doing?
How you doing? What's up, mamas?
Doing great, doing great.
I
I am
get the
so
email.
glad you are
I have
here
to
to
make sure
stop
my baby
by.
got it. Yes,
Yes,
you're looking good. I
indeed.
love that pink, mama. Hit the
Thank
Lady D stars in the house. Yeah,
you very much.
yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna put my number in the back chat so you call me. Did you speak to Eagles? You ain't speak to him, right?
Yes, I did. I
He
spoke to
had
him
texted me
today.
and said that. Oh, okay, he doing good. Oh, he must have got his phone then, cause I called him. And,
Yeah.
but yeah, you said you want to do something with me, so I'm gonna put my number in the back chat. Okay, so
Okay,
we could
definitely. Yeah, put it on.
yeah. Yeah, so that
Yeah.
way we can do something. Yeah, but I'm about to go run. There's so much going on in these YouTube streets, girl. Woo!
Well, look, we
Mm-mm-mm.
got a lot to catch up with then, right?
I know we do, girl, but I love you, baby. Stay beautiful. Hey,
You
Lady D, start
too.
to hit that love, comment, share, and subscribe. How y'all doing? All right, y'all later. Love
Yes.
you. Yeah, they
Okay.
both need to be in jail. Two criminals. Look at them.
Oh my God. Okay, guys. All right. Sparkers. Yes, indeed. Lady Sparkers. How are you guys doing? Hope you all are doing great today with Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. Thank you for spending your day with me. I see my girl is in the house, Regina Snow. How are you doing, Regina? Hope you all are doing great today. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for coming on. I'm supposed to be having a guest now. I'm trying to see if she's going to come up. So we're supposed to be having a host to come up so we can go ahead and talk about all this stuff that is going on, which, to me, this right here is a lot. And the thing about it is that it's like we pick and choose what we want to go ahead and talk about. We still waiting right now for the jury to come back, with what the verdict when it comes to Donald Trump. Right here, I see on CNN it says that he's facing 34 counts of falsifying records. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about that as well. We're gonna go and talk about the federal grand jury. They want us to go ahead and hear the testimony. Going on with Sean Combs did it, the accusers. So I see my girl is in the house, my independent point of view. I went ahead and dropped the link. So go ahead and click on so you can come up and we can go ahead and talk about all this right here. So again, guys, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and non bias. And we talk about various things. We just don't just stay on the topics of reality shows. We just talk about a lot of stuff that is going on. So before I continue with my commentary, let me make sure that I read my disclaimer. My disclaimer is under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, and reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Okay, so I'm still waiting for my independence. Yes, go ahead and click that link so we can go ahead and chop it up. Okay, guys. As you can see right here, yes, we're gonna go ahead and we're going to talk about some stuff that is going on right now. I see that the jury deliberation been at least 11 hours and 30 minutes. So they've been out for a long time. So we're gonna see how all this right here is going to fare out. Okay, so I see that I got 70 people in here, guys. Go ahead and hit that cash app. Let me put the cash app, Real Talk 985. If you feel led, you're not obligated to hit the cash app, or better yet, hit the like button. Hit the like button, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. So I'm still waiting for Miss Independent, my independent point of view, to come up. So with all this being said, guys, as you can see right here by the title, the Trump hush money trial verdict, also the federal grand jury to hear the testimony when it comes to Sean Combs' accuser. And it's a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff that I want to go ahead and talk about when it comes to all this right here, because we tend to live in a world that we pick and choose what we want to cover and what we don't want to cover. And that's what we're going to go ahead and talk about. How are you doing? Yes, first time My independent point of view. How are you doing?
I am doing well. Thank you for having me.
Yes, indeed. And I am so glad that you went ahead and set up your channel. Make sure you tell everybody about your new channel you just went ahead and set up and what it's about. Okay.
Channel is going to be and um, politics.
Could
Different.
you repeat it again? Because it sounds like you're breaking up.
My channel is going to be about politics, celebrity news, and trending topics.
Okay, okay. Well, this right here is a trending topic right here. We waiting right now to see what the verdict's going to be when it comes to Donald Trump. 34 counts of falsifying records, and that's just with that case alone. He got many other cases, that he's fighting. But what are your thoughts about all this stuff right here that's going on today?
Well, I see it, say it, but I believe they're coming down. I'm not a Trump supporter, but I believe that there's fear that he's going to be the president again. So they're using
Wow.
and anything to deter the supporters that he has or the new ones that are going to support him because they're very dissatisfied with Biden. And I think I think it's sort of a distraction in what's really going on around the world.
Hmm. And to me, that's a key word, distraction, because like I had said when I open up, it's like we pick and choose, what we want to cover. Before I came up, I wanted to check with other, especially those big content creators. I wanted to see if they covering both stories. But to me, it seems like they focusing on, celebrities more than what going on, out there, because when it comes to the former president of the United States, Donald Trump, he is the chief commander of the United States, but it seems like we usually handle stuff like that with kid gloves. Just look how when Sean Combe, when they went in, to his house and they went with a full armor, military style, and tore up this man's house, went in. And I felt like they should have used the same excessive force when it came to Donald Trump, because, this man got some classified information, that can really sit there and put the entire United States in jeopardy. But they didn't have that overkill force that had entered into his house. So I want to know what's the difference, why they didn't use the same excessive force that they used with Sean Combs. But when it came to Donald Trump, it's like they just had little regular, people, well, not, people that was in authority to go in that house.
Well, for once, Donald Trump is was and is a very powerful man. Realistically, let's be real. Also, he has people that are backing him that are truly billionaires and powerful people. They will never allow that.
Hmm.
As world leaders that, we know like Putin, Xi, like really powerful dictators that have their people here, they will never allow that. He's backed up 100%.
Hmm.
He was powerful, but not to the extent of where Donald Trump is.
Hmm. And I understand that part, because like I said, they going to protect their own. But when it comes to our people, I just wish that, we take notes to see exactly how, when something happened to certain people, they not going to handle it the way that we handle our people. Like I said, these people, it's like they pick and chooses, what they're going to sit there and story they're going to run with, or what they're going to go ahead and just handle with kids gloves, and you see, all over social media, all on CNN, they made sure that they covered the news when it came to Sean Combs Diddy. But I mean, they really covered it. And I know, nobody giving him no excuse, just like the sister said, Lady Sparkers, two criminals, whatever, but when it comes to Sean Combs, first of all, he haven't been charged for anything. But when it came to the former president of the United States, I mean, this guy got a lot of counts on him, So I just don't understand, the type of world that we live in, just make it make sense.
The difference between is the different color of skin, right?
You think so? It's racial motive?
One is going, the law is always against people of color, especially black.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to come harsher. They're going to come full force with all time because they're looked up, they looked upon like dangerous people. So it doesn't matter that he's a mega star,
Yeah,
superstar.
but the thing about it, independent, it's our people doing it too. It's not, we can't say it's just, the palm people, our people doing the most too. I don't see our people covering Donald Trump. I see our people covering a lot of what's going on when it comes to P. Diddy, come to this rapper right here. So what you say, when it our own people is like helping them to do the job, so how can we sit there and talk about that as well? When it comes to our own people, it's like, we helping being the judge, the jury, and the executor.
Well, it was like back in slavery, like
Absolutely.
you know, the slaves to capture slaves. The master wasn't doing all that running and capturing them. They used their own people to capture them. So it's the same thing now. And people are not interested in what's going on with Donald Trump because
Mm-hmm.
interested in salaciousness as is what is going on in Diddy, with Diddy and Cassie and that whole group. People like gossip, people like drama, and the case with Donald Trump is not interesting enough to them where they're going to
Wow.
set up a thumbnail and really get to the nitty gritty of what's really going on. They're not going to do that. Not
Wow, that's deep. That's deep. So most likely, from what you're saying, it's like a slave mentality. It's like, we was, our ancestors, we still got that residue upon us that we was taught, to overlook certain people. But when it comes to our people, to help them do their job, that's just sad. And the thing about it is that nobody giving no one an excuse, because wrong is wrong and right is right. But the level field, especially when you see the coverage, it's how the social media, you turn on your television, everything about Diddy, I mean, Diddy did this, Diddy did that, and it's Diddy, Diddy, Diddy. But the thing about it is we don't have that same coverage when it comes to other people, and when it comes to the president of the United States, the former president of the United States. I mean, this man, had classified information in his home. They say even in his bathroom, all through the house, the garage, and everything. Just say if the wrong person would have gotten that. But the thing about it is that why we don't make 101 videos a day talking about stuff like that.
it's boring. It's not interesting. People don't care about classified information. Regular 9 to 5 person, all they're trying to do is survive, raise their family, go on vacation. This is not interesting. It's not, a lot of people don't even vote. So, talking about Trump and classified information, where it was, how he used his cleaning people, his parking card people to hide the documents, that's not interesting. Now, if pull up a video, for instance, like CNN did, Cassie and Diddy beating on her and dragging her, of course, that's salacious. That's,
Hmm.
that's messy. Of course, they're going to put that on their thumbnail, make a 2 or 3 video, and it brings money to their channel. Talking about
Wow.
war,
Wow.
corruption, in government. That's not going to bring them views. It's not. How many
Wow.
people right now?
Wow, that's deep. That's deep. So it's not really, people say, they weren't about the victim and what all they went through, but it's really about drama, about entertainment, and people gonna say whatever they want to say long as they know that they have that traffic to their channel. But this is right here, this is sad, and nobody is giving Sean Combs Diddy, no one is giving him an excuse, but because what we saw, that was very horrible, and it makes us also wonder, why he never had gotten arrested. So do you think that the reason why CNN went ahead and put that clip of Sean Combs, abusing Cassie, because they wanted to keep that picture in our mind, so in case, they do, get a grand jury to try to see if they can go ahead and get him in, they want that picture to be in our mind. So do you think that's the reason why they went ahead and leaked that information?
The reason why they leaked that information and to a big station like CNN is because Diddy is done. Okay,
He's what?
he is done. He is no longer going to be protected by who
Hmm.
him all these years.
That, wow. But the
They
thing about it is that why they going after, just did it knowing that, like I said, they allowed him to, to run with this, and for so long, quite obvious someone was covering it up. So why, they just don't go after, the industry. Every time you look, it's like every year it's always be, when the celebrity fall, it's always be a black man. You never hear others, entertainers, and I know they have done a lot. You can't tell me that, the only people and have done something, is black men. That's a lie, because we can go down the list, of a lot of people, that, was accused of abusing their wives and their girlfriends, and it never, you know, came out to be, so big as what we see right now. So do you think that all this what we are seeing right now, it's like, okay, is Diddy. Now we got in the back of our head, who next? Who next? After they get Diddy, who else? Do you think that this is like the hunt for the black man?
Yep, absolutely.
Open season.
The power, they give you all the money, all the celebrity, all the fame. First time that they jeopardize their money, their reputation, all your secrets are going to be exposed. Isn't that what happened to Cosby? They did.
Absolutely.
What about R. Kelly? R.
Absolutely.
And there's more. This is the year of the exposure. There's going to be more drama, more messiness that is going to.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's
But
not
the thing about it is why we just don't see it. Why we just don't see it. It's like, we see who they are targeting, and it's like we help these people do the job, and you also have to realize how social media work, and they gonna throw the bone. And the reason why they set that bone out there, because they want you to sit there and run with it, because especially when half of these people that's comment, look at, the people they profile and see who are the ones that's commenting, and you'll see it does not even look like us. So people, is a lot of box that comes out and push this narrative, it's just so sad, it's so sad. And like I said, independent, we are not giving people an excuse. We just sitting there calling out what we see, and just like we've been talking about for a long, long time, this is the year of exposure. You're not going to get away with anything, and not us. We're not going to get away with anything. Now, it would be very sad day, a very, very sad day, if we see that when it comes to the former president of the United States, how he was charged with 34 counts, not talking about all the other stuff that is going on, which like 300 some counts. But if he walk out and they find him, is a mistrial, whatever they find, and become the next president of the United States again, tell me what would be in your mind, if something like this happened.
I guess, it's different laws for different people. Like, for instance, this man was in contempt how many times? He disrespected the judge. He disrespected the court. And what? He got $1,000, no jail time. Anybody else would have been under the jail.
Mm-hmm.
Judge's daughter, how she's corrupt, he's corrupt, and nothing happened. So, you have to realize there's two different laws for the rich and the poor. And
Wow.
rich, for instance, like Diddy, you know, once that protection is gone, you're done. He's done. He's going to go to jail. He is done. No more protecting him. Whatever, if you believe in the Illuminati, whatever you believe in, this man is done. That's it. It's done. And I believe Jennifer Lopez might be done too.
Wow. You think Jennifer Lopez might be
Yeah. She
caught
was
up in it as well?
she was down with in the 90s. She was down with Diddy. She knows a couple of secrets or two. I don't know if you follow Don Lemon. He's on YouTube now. He and he was speaking to Diddy's makeup artist yesterday, and she spoke how she witnessed one day or one night when Diddy was beating up Cassie, and there was nothing that she could do. Nothing. So she said they were all afraid. All
Wow.
so
Wow, that's a lot. But I see right here they saying that the jury had reached a verdict in Trump trial. So they say the jury has request 30 minutes to fill out the correct form after well they, that passed, but the jury right now had reached a verdict. So they deliberated for 11 hours and 43 minutes. That's a lot. That's long. They really, and if I'm not mistaken, I think you had told me it was two attorneys was a part of the jury, right? You see it there? Independent. Independent, are you still there? I think her mic has dropped. But yes, I'm looking at it right now where they're saying that the jury had reached a verdict in the Trump trial. They said also, I think that the jury, they need some kind of forms. They say something, give them 30 minutes. So after that, I guess they're going to go ahead and read the verdict to see what's going on when it comes to the fate of Donald Trump. So, guys, I see right here I have 77 people that's in the house. Go ahead and hit that like button, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. So, we waiting right now to see what the verdict is going to be. But just like Independence said, her mic, she went ahead and dropped, but I guess she's going to come back on. It's like, we we live in two different worlds. It's like it's a certain law for certain people, and there's a certain law for the other people, the rich, the poor, the color, the black. It's just so many different laws that's set. And I don't think that that if it was anybody else, I don't think that they would have went through half of the stuff that we are going through. This is a lot, and nobody's giving nobody excuse, because what we saw, what Sean Combs did, the release of that video, that was very, very horrible. But sometimes, they release things, just to keep that picture in our mind, keep us focused. So when they try to sit there and get a jury together, they can go ahead and paint that picture like that. But like I said, let these people do their job. That's what they get paid for. So right now, guys, we are waiting to hear the verdict when it comes to Donald Trump. Okay, so I don't know. I think that I just feel that he's just gonna walk out. I think that he's gonna walk out. I just don't think that they're going to hold him accountable for falsifying records. But the thing about it is that so many people, they had got caught up in it. People had got arrested. People, went to prison. And to me, it would be like a slap in the face if he just go ahead and walk out of this, knowing that they was doing, all this, on his behalf. So we're going to see how all this right here is going to work out. So let me know, guys, what your thoughts about all this right here. But, it's just horrible, and the thing about it, when it comes to my people, it's like, just like my sister said, it's like we have this slave mentality, is when they say, oh, we got to sit there and we got to put our foot on our own people, then that's exactly what we're going to do. But think about it. They are not going to do their own people. And you're going to see it today. You're going to see today because they're going to protect their people. And when I say they, I'm talking about the power that be. They going to protect their people. But the thing about it, when it comes to us, it's like we take our head and we stick it in the sand. Hey, independent, what happened? Put the seatbelt on. You
My,
still there?
can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
My internet. Something's going on with my internet.
Oh, okay, okay. I had a feeling something was going on, but I see right now on CNN they said that the jury had reached a verdict when it comes to the Trump trial. So, what's your thoughts about it? I think he's just going to go ahead and walk out of it. I don't even think that they're going to hold him up. They're going to hold him for nothing. I
I
think he's just going to walk out. What you think?
something, but not 34 counts. I don't think
So you
that's
think they might charge him with something?
yes. They need a half hour, so I guess by 5, what time is it? Maybe 15, 5:15.
Hmm.
They'll read the verdict.
So you think they're going to do it before 5 o'clock?
Yeah, because they said that they need a half hour, I guess, to fill out the paperwork.
Mhm.
So we'll see what happens.
Wow.
Trump is in the courtroom sitting behind his father, Lord.
Yeah, Eric Trump. Yes. I wonder if what's her name? The daughter. What's his daughter name? Ivanka. What's her
Uh,
name?
she was no way near that. She
Oh,
was
she's not nowhere near.
Either is the wife. I don't blame her.
What about his wife? Is his wife there?
Not.
Are you serious?
Yeah, would you? I mean, I wouldn't
That's
stand.
her husband. She's supposed to be standing by her side, his side.
Oh, I guess she's not one of those stand by your man.
My God, I promise you, if it would have been President Obama and Michelle would have stayed home, they would have been talking about this until the kingdom come. You
Hey,
know good and well they wouldn't have never let this slide. This woman is not standing by her husband while
nope,
his faith is on trial.
nope. You know how it is. Different strokes for different folks. So
I just hope our people just see this, and this is not anything being racist, but like I said, if it's a spade, it's a spade. We're not going to sit there and try to walk on eggshells, to sit there not to hurt anyone's feelings. But you can see right here, it's like we live in two worlds. This is two worlds right here. One for, like you say, the rich and the poor, the black and the white. It's just a lot. This right here to me is just a lot.
sure is a lot. It's a lot.
Wow.
But you know, that's how it is. That's how the system is. So mm, take it all.
Mm-mm.
They make you think like you have freedom of speech and you're uh, no, there's very limited.
Wow. That and I talk about all the time. The system is not broken. The system is only doing what the system is designed to do. And I just hope our guys just, like I said, it's time for us to sit there and come together and when one brother hurt, we all should hurt. And when our silly sheeps go astray, like I said, do them just like they do their people. That's how I look at it, because they get paid for stuff like that. Stop trying to help these people do their job, because the real enemies, trust me, they are behind working overtime on us. I see my girls in the house. Miss Wu, she said, good afternoon, Lady D and chat. How are you doing, Miss Wu?
Ooh,
Yes, indeed.
yeah, people have blinders on. They're not, they're not seeing the bigger picture. They really,
Hmm.
it's just a distraction, just like the two wars or the distraction. Uh, Biden pandering to the black vote. That's all a distraction.
Hmm.
Government doesn't care about the little people, in my opinion.
No, no. Everything is a political game. Everything is a political game, and all about almighty dollars. People saying, "Oh, I just feel sorry for the victim." Oh no, don't. People be victimized every day, all day, 24/7. It's just when a high profile celebrity is involved, that's when now we so concerned about things. Miss Wu says, doing well, great to be here. And I am so glad that you are here, Miss Wu. Let me know what your thoughts about all this stuff right here when it comes to the fate of Donald Trump. I see right now is saying that the jury reached a verdict in Trump trial. So they're waiting, at least a half an hour to go ahead and fill out some forms. And also, we talking about the federal grand jury to hear the testimony when it comes to the fate of Sean Combs, the accusers that had came forth. And when it comes to that right there, I think that they went ahead and threw in a palm person, and you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, in order to get the ball rolling. And if I'm not mistaken, that had happened like 20 or 30 some years, right? I didn't know that, when it comes to stuff like that, the statute of limitation, I thought it would run out, after 20 or 30 years. And they pulling up all that old mess. I mean, it's like they trying to stick it to him. It seems like when it comes to Diddy, he done pissed somebody off.
Pissed a lot of people off, and uh, he has his hands are dirty. So
Hmm.
let me tell you, you know who runs the news media, the music
Absolutely.
industry, all kinds of industry, Wall Street. Um, he doesn't stand a chance. I'm sorry. So I knew once I saw it on CNN, he was done.
Absolutely.
You know
Ms.
that
Wu says, I believe he will be found not guilty of the power that he want him to be the president again. Yeah, they want him back. They want him back as the president of the United States. So, like I said, if this man, all the counts and all the people that have been convicted and in jail behind the former president of the United States, Donald Trump, I don't want to hear nothing when it comes to our people. Like I said there and say, because they going to protect themselves. Just like Miss Wu said, she says she believed that Donald Trump is going to be found not guilty.
wow, yeah, that would be great. I mean, because I believe that a lot of things. Listen, he is no worse than any. I mean, to the level, but I don't think. My opinion, okay, he had money to cover it up, right? And what made it illegal was the fact that he was a candidate for president. But all stars do catch and kill, which means they find out, they're told about a story, salacious stories that's gonna come out about them, and they pay whoever it is, the publication, and they kill the story.
Wow.
Makes light on the newspaper, the news media. That's what they do. And it's okay if Trump did that, but the only thing that made it illegal was that he was running for president. That's it.
Hmm.
But to me, he didn't do anything different than what Clinton did. Clinton was in the White House. doing his thing. You know, most men cheat. Get
Hmm.
the money. His wife was 6 months. She had the baby. His son 6 months when he did that, got with those girls. But what made it illegal and how we find out about it was because it was illegal in New York State. You can't do that. You can't do cash and kill. You cannot make a story go away. You can't do that.
Wow, wow. Well, we already know the media, it controls everything, you know. But I agree with Miss Wool. I think that he's going to be found not guilty, because if they had an inkling that he was going to be found guilty, I think that the entire military would have been in front of that courthouse surrounding, to make sure that they protect, in case, any protesters come out there and, riot or something like that. You barely see policemen out there. I'm only seeing right now on CNN, which they might have more than that, but I'm looking at just three. I'm thinking that they would have a whole military surrounding the entire courthouse, but he's gonna walk out. He's gonna walk out.
That's inside the courthouse. Outside, they said, I heard on CNN last night that they were going to have a big force, police presence around the courthouse, in the courthouse, on the roof, all over. Yes, because
Hmm.
going to protest either way. If he's found not guilty, you're gonna have protesters that feel that he should have been guilty, and vice versa. So
Hmm. Yeah, but
it,
they're not showing any protesters, because they usually, when they have a crowd outside, the media will at least put the cameras on them. I haven't seen a crowd out there yet. I only see like three or four cops out there, and that's about it. But
and silly Don, what's his name, De Niro. Oh my God, I couldn't.
oh yes, yes,
De Niro. What's
yeah.
wrong?
I don't know. I don't know.
I could not believe it. Sure,
Mm-mm-mm.
explaining it that they have to go through the proper forms, and good for him if he walks. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
see anything? Why should he? Yeah, good for him. Good for him if he walks.
Yeah, but what about, like, yeah, like I say, this is the type of world that we live in, guys. This is the world that we live in. Take it or leave it. This is the foundation. We call good evil and evil good. You know, this is the type of world that we live in. We got our pickers and choosers.
Exactly.
This the type of world that we live in. So, don't think it's strange, because it's not strange to me at all.
Strange.
It's
Nothing phase me anymore. Shocks me. Like I just go with it. I realize and understand, what's going on and how people get treated. Nothing really.
facial, yeah.
I'm not numb to it because I'm okay,
Mhm.
but it's like it goes over my shoulder. Like, okay, next.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So they're just checking the boxes, filling out the paperwork, and
Mhm.
soon I
I'm just waiting for CNN to just post not guilty, because I know exactly how it's going to play out, because like I said, I truly believe if they knew that, he was going to be found guilty, they would have had more people out there to cover, and protect the courthouse and people, especially when it comes to the juror.
wow,
So we're going to see. I'm watching CNN. So what are you watching, CNN as well?
watching Fox.
Oh, you oh, you watching Fox? Well, Fox is not a news channel. Okay, you get better turn to CNN. Fox is more. It's a lot of, well, propaganda. Okay,
I want to hear their take on it.
what happened? You like Fox?
No, but I want to hear their take.
Oh
Like,
yeah, 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 yeah. That's how I am. I like to, go against the grain.
yeah, you can't,
Yeah.
all these stations is propaganda. They're all trying to brainwash us and
Hmm.
that one side is better than the other side. No, you got to see it both ways. Like, no one is perfect. No party is perfect. Everybody has done their work, their dirt. And just because you of a certain color or race, it doesn't mean that you have to vote one way. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I watch both. I see, and then when it gets like too much, then I just switch to another station. So
Mhm. Mm-mm-mm. So, what's your thoughts about what they're saying that when it comes to Cassie, they're saying that she could have been uh, conspiracy when it came to all the stuff with Diddy because once all this stuff had happened, she still stayed in a relationship, and they say some things that she did. That is very questionable, which people are talking about that as well. So, do you
well,
think that they all was into some stuff, some freaky kind of stuff, and you only just seen one sided because they released the clip, of Sean Combs abusing her. But do you really think that, it really was a lot of strange stuff that was going on behind the scene? And sooner or later, I truly believe it's going to come out because what's in the dark is going to come to the light.
absolutely. Like he got her, I believe, when she was either 18 or 19. Like, think about it. When we were 18 or 19, we didn't know what the world, an older man could pull wool over
But
our.
they say she was already out there, because now, and all this right here is alleged, but they showing a lot of other guys that she was with before she was with Sean Combs.
Wasn't with Sean Combe where he showed her the world. Some
Mm-hmm.
explaining it like you have the best food, the best hotels. You go, you have unlimited shopping. They give you a credit card and say shop until you drop. What young girl at 18, 19, even if she's been passed around, is not going to go crazy over that lifestyle?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying she's an angel. I'm just saying that she was young and dumb and no guidance. Where was her father? Where was her mother?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And that's
no,
how I be looking at it, because like I said, it's time for everybody to take accountability, and we talk about that all the time, especially when it comes to Portia Williams. How she ran after this man, saw his glory but didn't know the story. We also got to stop, running after the love of money because you don't know who you'll be sleeping with. You don't know who you are entertaining. You could be entertaining the devil. Now, so in a minute when things does not go your way, you want to holler foul. Well, you know what the consequences and repercussions going to be when you play on the devil's playground. That's how I look at it. So I think that everybody, should go ahead and take accountability. But the thing about it, is just like you and I was talking about, is that when it's a high profile celebrity, we tend to sit there and run with stuff like that. But what real issues, that can affect us all, like the former president of the United States, he's on trial for all these felony accounts, and we don't cover nothing like that. It's like, oh gosh, it's not a celebrity, so we're not going to sit there and run with this. But this right here is going to affect us all.
do you not think that Kim Porter went through some stuff? She's just not alive to tell us
Hmm.
what she went through.
Yeah.
Oh, and they said Russell Simmons ex-wife, the Asian girl, Hawaiian girl.
Oh, his wife, you talking about what's her name? Um
Um,
What's the name? I know it's Lee.
like
Coca Lee, is Kamora Lee. Kamora Lee. Hmm. What
something.
about her?
Yeah, they all go. They stay because first of all, they're abused, and I
Hmm.
because of the lifestyle, what they can provide and get.
That's
That
the key word, the lifestyle. Miss Wu said Portia gonna wish she never met Simons. He's going to try to bankrupt her. Absolutely. He having her to open up all them books. And we're gonna go ahead and talk about that tomorrow. Because like I said, it's time for these women, it's time for them to take accountability. I mean, when it comes to this Me Too movement have gotten us messed up, and we could say the man, the man, the man, the man, the man, the man, but also, you have to realize we're not talking to small children. We're talking to grown-ups. And when it comes to fame and fortune, man, that's addiction. That's addiction. And it's just like a person, on drugs or alcohol. People they chase after money, but like I said, what's the purpose of gaining the entire world and losing your daggone soul? That's messed up.
They don't see it that way. If you're having the best lobster, the best hotels, the best
Yes,
this, the best, and you come from nothing. I mean, and then they're telling you after they beat you, they buy you a $500,000 bag.
yes.
Again, I'm sorry, it's never going to happen again. They're abused. That's it. It's regular women that stayed in abusive relationship. Imagine, you know, when a man has money, is well off.
That's it. Because at one time, they were saying that when it comes to P Diddy, one of the singers, someone in his camp, he used to sit there and pee on him. I say, who you gonna let a man pee on you? But these people would do any and everything for money. Oh my God, it
Yeah,
was. I mean, these people have sold their soul.
they're into some weird, and they
They
do.
weird. That's why I said they say when it comes to all this stuff, what they saying about what he did, they also have to take accountability because people have, I mean, they are doing some freaky crazy stuff this generation. I mean, some freaky stuff. I mean, people sitting there letting men choke them out, and I mean some very crazy fetish stuff. So who to say, if you're gonna stay in stuff like this, so well, if a person's, been through all this right there, they don't know what going. Yeah, they know what they're going on. It's just that they addicted to the fame. I mean, the fame. The devil, like I said, the devil just he know good and well he got them all in a handbasket.
Yes. Well, you know, he'll the verdict, whatever it is, in his favor against his favor, is he's not going to jail. It's just
No, I don't think he
no.
going to jail.
Yeah, it's just it's a civil, right? It's civil.
Yeah. So most likely, well, I don't think that Stormy Daniel can sue him again because she already had got some payoff money, right? So unless the people that he h- was a part of, all this stuff, they might go after Donald Trump. You think so?
Well, they're saying that the jury is entering the courtroom now.
Wow. So you guys, if you hear the television, that's me. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
turn the television up a little louder.
yep,
Yep, the jury is entering the courtroom.
boy.
They say Trump is seated, leaning back in his chair. They say Donald Trump had slept just about the entire time at that trial, and all this right here is alleged. But did you hear anything about that?
You ever serve jury duty and see how boring
Yeah, of course. Yes, yes.
all the discovery and the instruction and the instruction is like, oh my God.
Girl, they sent me a letter. I think it was like last month for jury duty, and they say call. You know how you got to call. To see if I guess what courtroom or whatever, and they say it has been canceled. Oh, when they say it's been canceled, I was jumping for joy.
They won't bother you now for what, 2 years?
I don't know. It looked like they be picking me just about every year. I don't know. Last year.
Oh God. I don't know. I just I just wish everyone well, you know, and let's get these prices of eggs down. They're too expensive.
Mm-mm-mm. Right here, they say that 12 jurors and the jury alternated are now in the courtroom. Wow, what time it is? My end, I'm central, is 4 6. So you should be about 5 o'clock, right?
Yeah, 506.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Here come the verdict.
They have reached the verdict. Count one. Guilty.
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 Oh my God.
Wow.
Guilty.
Wow. I'm surprised.
Told you. Oh my God.
Guilty. That's six.
Guilty.
Seven. Guilty.
Guilty.
Eight. Guilty. Wow.
Guilty. Oh my.
Count 10. Guilty. Guilty. Wow. Wow. You can hear. You can hear my television.
Yeah, I can hear it. Guilty. Woo wee.
Wow. 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 You're gonna be guilty of all 34.
You're
Damn. Wow. All 34. Guilty of all 34. All 34. 34. Wow.
convicted. Woo.
Wow. Wow. You heard it. Donald Trump found guilty of all 34 felony charges. Now that's civil, right?
Yes, that's civil. Yeah.
That's civil. So he's not going to serve no jail time.
But he has a felony now on his record.
34, yes. 34 felony charges.
Wow. I didn't think he was guilty of all 30. I said some. I didn't think
I think Wu called it out. She said, didn't Wu? No, Wu said she don't think that he was going to be found guilty.
that he was going to be found guilty, but not.
Yes. Wow. The court officer has asked if either party wants the jury polled. Trump attorney told Blanche said yes. The jury all have straight faces. They are now being polled.
What does that mean?
So I guess they, question them, about the verdict. You know how they give a poll, if this was your answer, was you under stress or blah, 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 asking them questions. Jury McCain jury, I want to thank you very much for your service in the cases. So let's go ahead and talk about that right there. Now we know that Trump is found guilty of all 34 counts. And wouldn't it be surprising if this man be the next United States president?
Honey, I wouldn't put it past it.
Oh my God. If this man get into that seat, because they also did a poll, if he's found guilty, would the Trump supporters, still support him? And most of them said yes. So, yes, I saw the poll this morning on CNN. They did a poll. If he is found convicted, most of the Trump supporters saying yes, because they felt that the only reason why they pulling all this up because it's, the Democrats, don't wants to see him back in the seat. But even, his supporters saying they don't want to see Biden. They rather go ahead and put Trump in the seat. So if he get in the seat and knowing that he has 34 felony charges, like I said, guys, this is the type of world that we live in his own. So let these people do their job, because it's not, who it's not, the charges are people doing a crime and all this other stuff. Is who you know. So you can do all the crime as you want, but if you know someone and they know someone, then you're gonna be able to sit there and be the next United States president.
Yeah, and actually that's not even
We'll say I am shocked. Wow.
really scary. Scary time.
It's scary, but this is the type of world we live in. This is the type of world that we live in. Like I say, when it comes to the bad guy always said there be the front of the show. Look how the foundation was built. It was built off of the back of blood, sweat, and it's so quite obvious, we live in a world that love his own. But I promise you, when it comes to us, they're not going to treat us like this. Attorney Todd Blanche moved for an acquitter of the charges, now withstand the verdicts. Wow, Donald Trump guilty of all 34 felony charges. The former president of the United States. And if this man sit in the seat of the president, we all might as well just, I don't know. What's your thoughts about it? Are you shocked, Independent? You there? I don't know if Independent, I don't know if her mic dropped. But guys, let me know what your thoughts about it. We'll say I am shocked. Are you guys shocked when it comes to stuff like this? They say Blanche says there is no way the jury could have reached the verdict without the testimony of Michael Cohen. Wow. So I guess that's what his attorney says, that no way in the world the jury could have reached the verdict without Michael Cohen testimony. So most likely, they probably sat there and So former president of the United States has been convicted. He is now a felony. Ms. Wu says, I don't think that he can continue to run with a felony record. I don't know, because, oh my God, girl, we live in a world that love his own, so I don't know. If he cannot run, then this right here is a victory for the Democrats, because they wanted him out and now he's found guilty. Now, with this right here, this is civil trial, so he's not going to go to prison, but he still got more charges, with all this other stuff. And that's like over 300 some charges, felony charges. Linda says that even though he's found guilty and still it don't believe he will do time. No, because this is civil. They will give him probation for 1 year. That's it. If until I see difference, that's what I'm going to believe. So what your thoughts about what Linda said? Independent said that even though he's found guilty, she still don't believe he will do time. They will give him probation for 1 year. That's if until I see difference, that's what I'm going to believe. So I don't think that he can receive any time for anything that's civil, right?
He's not gonna go to jail for this. This is civil. This is I think he is gonna have to report to an officer like every believe.
Oh, so he's still going to have to face a probation officer.
So I believe don't I'm not 100% sure, but I believe
Hmm.
something to but yeah, it's not gonna
They say Trump is sitting at the defense table without moving. So I guess he upset.
blame
He I don't think he was ready for that right there.
blame him. But I have to go because the reason I'm stopping because my family is calling me.
Okay, okay. So thank you for coming on. Okay, go ahead and shout out your channel again, guys. Make sure you go ahead and check out uh what it is. Go ahead and say your name of your channel.
Dependence points of view, guys.
Yes, yes. So make sure you go ahead and check out my independence point of view, right?
Yes.
Yes, my independent point of view. So guys, make sure you go ahead and check out my independent point of view. See if I can go ahead and put the link in the comment. So let me see if I can put the link in. So all right, thank you for coming on, okay, and being a part of my live. Because this right here was very, very interesting. I didn't think that they was gonna go ahead and convict him, but I guess they did. Okay.
Said a few. I didn't think all 34. I knew they were going to convict him of something, but not all 34. Well, you have a good rest of
Okay. Well, I'm trying to see if I can go ahead and put your link in. I don't see how I can put your link in because I see you made a lot of shorts. You never made a video, right?
no.
But look like I still be able to put your link in.
Yeah, you just copy and paste it. Like, go
Yeah,
to the
I'm trying to see. It's not letting me go to let me see if I can go ahead and I'm trying to see how to go ahead and do it.
look, they're shaking their heads. They don't even want to
I'm
the
surprised that his supporters is not out there. Now
it was
that right there was the scary part right there, just to have his supporters out there.
out there. Trust me, they're out there. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Look at him.
Trying to see how to put your link in because I don't see where to go ahead and click for a link.
Um, you go
Let me see. Okay, I see it. I got it. I got it. So let me try to go. And guys, make sure you go check out my independent point of view. Go and check her out. I'm finna put the link in my comment box right now. Let me go ahead and get that. So, girl, you go ahead and have a great day. And thank you for being a part of my live. Okay.
It was my pleasure.
Yes.
Bye, chat. Bye.
All right, guys. So, as you can see right here, Donald Trump is guilty of all 34 counts, felonies. He's walking out right now, and he does not look like he's a happy camper. Okay. So, let's hear what he about to say. He says a disgrace. Wow. So I hope you guys heard, he's calling it rigged. He also said there and said that Biden administration, they had something to do with it. He called the judge out. He called Biden administration out. And he said that, he's going to see if he can get a retrial. And that's going to be November the 5th. So he's going to continue fighting until the end. You heard it, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. I just want you guys to see what's going on, but we're going to see if his supporters going to still stand by him, and if they stand by him, like I said, this is the type of world that we live in. But according to what Donald Trump is saying, he's saying all this right here is rigged. The country is corrupted, and he's going to fight it until the end. And that's real talk. So, guys, on that note, thank you for coming in and spending time with me. I see that I got 78 people that came on board. Make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. And thank you, Miss Wu. Thank you, Linda Young. Thank you for coming on and supporting me. And this right here, this is real. This is no reality show. This is real life issues right here. And that's just to show you, this is the type of world that we live in. But as you can see right here, Donald Trump is found guilty of all 34 felony charges. Now, the thing about it, he going to see if he can get a retrial. And he said that will be November the 5th. So time will tell to see how everything is going to work out. But this right here, this is very quite interesting today. So, guys, on that note, you all be blessed and you all enjoy the rest of your day.